Hey guys, Robert here, and today I have with me once again Dead Guy.
What's up?
And we're continuing our going through with Superman Batman. Jeff Loeb's era is done. Now we've got the very short stint by Mark Verheiden. And starting with a done in one, and then this leads into the one full arc he had done by himself. But which we'll get to in the same video. But with this done in one, first of all, look at this cover.
Yes, breathtaking
It's
in more
EBS.
ways than one. There's a lot of breasts on there.
Yep, especially Power Girl. But this is Earth 2 stuff for Power Girl and Huntress.
Okay.
But the interior is by Kevin McGuire, who's best known for his facial expressions.
Oh, wow.
Everyone, move back. Trust me, the zoo's definitely closed until further notice. This whole being punched through buildings, things sure hasn't gotten. Things sure hasn't. Oh wow, that's a bad typo. Where was the other on that one? Sure haven't gotten any easier. In my experience, the bad guy usually don't walk away when they have you down. Something's not right. Okay, that hurt. We were on a rescue mission. Message said to meet at Metropolis Zoo. Bam insisted on going first. Retirement hasn't changed him much. Okay, I gotta make that clear. In Earth 2, Huntress is the daughter of Catwoman and Batman. But
Yes.
after when Selena got killed and got forced into helping some bad guys and then got killed, Batman chose to retire. And Helena, in secret, Bruce does not know she is Huntress.
Okay.
Now, Batman has come out of retirement for this. Like, I didn't even try to stop him. But neither of us was expected to be going toe-to-toe with the Ultra Humanite. Where are they? Not sure where the name came from, but we were facing the consciousness of a mad genius downloaded into the body of an albino gorilla. It's a long story. But crazy as he looked, the Ultra Humanite's capable of inflicting real damage. I know this lunatic's been going at it for years. He wouldn't take me down and just leave, meaning he's still here. So we're basically seeing then, him fighting off and then zapping Superman. And then we see Huntress standing over what appears to be Ultra Humanite. And looks like it was worse on him than me. Whoa, Power Girl, you all right? Huntress, thank God you're safe. But where did you see Power Girl? Where did I see? Who? And where's Huntress? Slow down. Batman, I came to find you and Power Girl. The Ultra Humanite said he was going to kill you if we didn't show. What are you talking about? Superman and I came to rescue you. Hmm? Wait. The Ultra Humanite, he transferred his consciousness into that animal. He must have captured Power Girl and Huntress for a reason. If he could download his mind, then it wouldn't be such a stretch for him to. I'll just say it. I'm Superman. I'm Batman. And this makes no sense at all. Look at the facial expressions, and yet it is so Batman.
Yeah,
You never tell that's Batman in a woman's body,
that's fantastic.
especially here, right? He's like, and notice, Huntress usually keeps her cape open. He's keeping the cape constantly closed.
He's trying to cover his woman body.
No. He's just doing what he always does. Batman
Oh yeah, the cowl. Yeah.
He always keeps it closed. So, but yeah, Ultra Humanite said something about this brain switch being worse than just killing us. Maybe he thought we'd have trouble adapting. Hard to imagine. He got used to the body of the albino gorilla, and frankly, except for feeling a bit of a draft, I'm doing fine. Ha! There must be some sort of psychological component to the transfer. I'm still seeing myself, not Power Girl. Same here. But trust me, Clark, you're her, all right. Great. Meaning there must be a whole closet full of shoes waiting to drop. If we're here, then our bodies are somewhere else. If the Ultra Humanite's dead, putting together the pieces could be a problem. So yeah, Superman, Power Girl, whatever. That sounded like a scream. Let me guess. Ultra Humanite Redux. This freak sure has a thing for gorillas. He must have transferred his consciousness to a second host body. Good deduction. Simian neural pathways are adaptable, easier to overpower. But the gorilla's consciousness is gone. Too bad, and that's too bad. If he's being forced to share his body with you, he must be pretty mad. He's angry, but not about me. He hates being caged, stared at. Yes, this animal's so called intellect is still intact, just as Huntress and Power Girl's minds remain in their bodies, desperate to return. I'm in no mood for word games. What do you want? I want you to die. Others prefer to see you suffer. The majesty of our plan was mostly Brainwave's idea. Boy, and he's just aching to see you. Batman, help the woman, and help the woman. I'll try not to hurt these apes. Thank you. But did she just call you Batman? She's from another planet. Gets confused easily. Ah! Okay, that's enough. Uh, and, and the ultra human escapes through the back hatch, meaning we better track down Brainway ASAP. Understand he's getting on in years. Last I heard, so were you. Thought you retired after your wife Selena's death. You don't have to dance around the word. It's been a few months now. Frankly, I thought I'd given up all this too. But when I heard Huntress had been taken, something snapped. I'm not sure why. It was like I had to get involved. Meaning deep down he had a feeling. You and me both. Power Girl's blood of my blood. Anybody hurts her, they hurt me. Yeah, literally. As Gotham's police commissioner, yeah, and Bruce is the commissioner by this point. I make a point of keeping tabs on these criminal types. This Skid Row Hotel is Brainwave's last known address. You're the manager, is it? But Brainwave, guy with the big head, room 1217. Manager Shave sure gave him a pass. I wish all my interrogations went easily. Appears there are more effective techniques than a rubber hose. Oh, he gave it up because Bing Bong. Like, what the hell do you want? Uh-oh, he likes guns. That's too bad. I haven't used a bow in years. Ever since I gave my daughter lessons. Ooh. But it still looks like I still have the touch. Listen, I'm having a really strange day. You don't want to get in my face. She is right. We just want to talk. Batman, Superman. I've been holding on, clinging to life, just for this moment. Hate to break this to you, but I've seen a lot of crazier things than Superman. Downloading my consciousness into another body is a good trick, but hardly unique. I agree. It's the symmetry that brings a smile. Your two successors, Power Girl and Huntress, are going to destroy you. And once you're gone, they'll have to live with that. What are you talking about? The bodies you're in. Huntress and Power Girl. Soon their consciousness selves will seek to regain control. In a few hours, their minds will overwrite yours, erasing you from existence. Only way to stop it is by making contact with your body, but those are, well, hidden. Soon the joke, as he likes to say, will be on you. Batman, we're losing him. No use. He's gone. Assuming Brainwave wasn't lying, hallucinating, or both, we've only got a few hours left. Few hours left until what? And, by the way, what am I doing here? Superman, it's already started. I can feel Huntress fighting for control. Batman? My God. Suddenly, I know why I didn't hesitate when I heard Huntress was being threatened. You're Helena, my daughter. Why? Why didn't you tell me? I I couldn't. Not after what happened to Mom. I knew you'd worry, even try to stop me, and there was no way that it was going to happen, not until the debt is paid. You sound like me, but I was finally able to let it go. Maybe one day I'll find the same peace, but not today. I'm sorry, but we don't have much time. I know, I can feel the struggle building in my mind, and if you're going to find a way out of this, you're going to need the world's greatest detective, not me. Huntress? Not anymore. Helena's pulling back, fighting the impulse to purge my consciousness from her mind. She's giving me a chance to find the answer before it's. Wait a second. You sure about this? After I'm not sure of my shoe size. It's just a hunch. But even as he was dying, I'm guessing Brainwave was trying to stick it to us. Okay, we're here. Gotham City Fairgrounds. Cheery place. And awfully quiet. That's the point. Guys we're looking for don't play with others, while simultaneously embracing the flamboyant. Nice way of saying they're insane. Now we have to hope we're here. Remember what the humanite said. Others prefer to see us suffer. Then Brainwave made a point of telling us that the joke would be on us. Joke is in the Joker. These maniacs love to give their victims an out. If they're smart enough to figure it out, the fairgrounds were the Joker's favorite lair before he scored his latest life sentence. I don't believe this. Yeah! I never understood Brainwave or Joker. They have this crazy notion of fairness, like there are rules to all this. Solomon Grundy hate rules. Superman, any ideas? Not really. And why are you calling me Superman? Oh no. Oh yes. I still don't know what's going on or why I'm seeing you. No, there isn't time to explain. I can feel myself being pulled away. The others have some bizarre notion that revenge should be complicated. I played along to get their technology. That's nice. I love it when they explain themselves. But I'm going to keep this simple and kill you with my bare hands. I don't understand. What's wrong with you? I'm dying. My brain and my mind is ebbing away. I can feel it when it's over, and they'll try to turn you and tell you that it was your fault. Whatever happens, don't believe it. Whatever happens, know that I'll always be proud of you. No, I'm not gonna let you die. Solomon Grundy hate girl. Solomon Grundy kill. Tim, your bodies, they're here. Doesn't matter. It's too late. Can't think. Can't focus. Helena's trying, but she can't hold on much longer. This is much better than all their elaborate schemes, and I can watch too. My suit's power, it's burning. Actually, it's melting. Just enough heat to wreck the mechanism. No! What happened to Grundy? Now that I'm feeling better, I'm knocking him back to Monday. Solomon Grundy is going to stay put. BAM! Dad, it can't be too late. Now that you know the truth, there's so much I want to tell you. I don't have to hide what I am anymore. Hide? What, Huntress? You don't remember? The hospital room? Brainwave? No. Superman, I went to the zoo, looking for you and Power Girl. After that, it's all hazy. Without Batman, we never would have found this place. If his memory's gone, he'll never truly know that. Huntress may not agree, but I'm not sure that's a bad thing. Tell you the truth, this whole day's been some sort of weird dream. Battle City of Candor, 1 year later. Whoa! I just had the most insane dream. Great, you can sleep when you're dead. Hurry up and get dressed. We need to go out and patrol. Basically, this would lead into the Supergirl 1 year later, which didn't last that long. But how was that?
Okay.
How was that issue?
That was great. That was absolutely entertaining.
And
Um,
what did you think about the artwork?
the artwork was great. I actually like the inside art way better than the cover, to be honest.
Well, Ethan did a few issues of this arc before things fell apart.
Oh
But this
no,
arc we're about to go through.
I see
Well, to
some
be fair, it was
interesting.
also because the writer kept changing things and Ethan got fed up and left. So he actually had a good reason to leave this time around.
I'll trust that.
It wasn't purely because of him being lazy or late. And you'll know as the story goes on that there was clearly massive rewrites. I can always tell when Master Wayne has been out socially. He inevitably returns somewhat unsettled. It's no great mystery why. Out among the Gallerati, there are no shadows, nowhere to hide. Out there, he's always Bruce Wayne. Even this humble butler finds ways to, how should I put up a front. Bruce, would you lighten up? This is supposed to be a charity ball. You look like you're ready to disembowel someone. Sorry, Lucius. I was just thinking. Masks are true feeling under the sheen of somber decorum, creating in essence, a disguise. But while some masks are figurative, some are not. And try to crack it, but yeah, we're just seeing typical stuff with Bruce as he sees someone that changed shape all of a sudden.
Hmm.
Something's not right. Evidently, Master Wayne's abrupt disappearance from the ball created quite a stir. He simply couldn't turn it off, the Dark Knight side of himself. He even wears his uniform in the cave. Our athletic equipment supplier will be overjoyed when I place our next order. Keep going like this. You'll reopen last week's Nice Bone, and you'll stitch me up like you've done 100 times before. He says he needs to feel the weight of the cape and body armor as he moves. I hope you didn't interrupt my workout to offer medical advice. And deep down, even I believe he finds the mask a comfort. No, though I should warn you that you are out of topical anesthetic, which will make our next medical session especially exciting. But in fact, I've come to announce a visitor, Mr. Jones. John, what's happened? There's been a grave injustice, an affront to forces this world and beyond. When you start talking beyond this world, you're really in Clark's territory. John, see it in your eyes. Still, disdain, fear. Not surprised you don't understand, because the affront is you.
Oh,
Hero, they call you. Oh, like a word you abuse. What the hell? Now die! Oh, I don't know what this is about, but you're right. I don't care. It makes a spark on the gas line, causing a fire. Ah! All right, John. The hell? He's gone. You should. One day later, the original Justice League's cave headquarters. You should turn on some light. They're going to ruin your eyes. Once a Boy Scout, always a Boy Scout. In case you hadn't noticed, I like it in the dark. Two cracked ribs, a broken nose. That helps explain your mood. You're X-raying me. Stop. I've been checked out. I'm fine. You're fine, as everyone else's 2 weeks of bed rest. Even so, I have to admit, I was surprised to get your message. You rarely ask for help. I rarely need it. John, he attacked you? Attacked is putting it mildly. He wanted blood. His fireball stunt was a total Hail Mary. Yeah, well, you've always been good at improvising. I had the feeling that I was being watched at last night's gala. I ran facial recognition profiles on everyone there. These two weren't on the guest list. In fact, as far as I could tell, they don't exist. Interesting. Their faces, you see it too. The biometric software sets a baseline. Average height, weight, facial structure. The men and women in those surveillance photos fit the statistical norms exactly, which is impossible. Hiding in plain sight, blending, changing forms when necessary. A shapeshifter, the Manhunter specialty. I'd say case closed, except for one thing. The Martian Manhunter hasn't reacted that way to fire in a long time. Maybe his powers are changing. It must be affecting his beep beep. Attack alert. Status red 5. That means the military is being called in. And it's coming from Gotham. I have to get back. Clark, Clark, I flew here by private jet. It's fast, but you're faster. Hero put this friction pod together last year. Self-contained oxygen supply, fully pressurized. Heat shield designed to handle the temperatures of orbital reentry. Bruce, if you need a lift, just say so. This is insane. Gotham's under siege. Eyewitness reports don't make any sense. Something big's going down there, hidden in the smoke. I'll make a quick recon, then put you down. Oof! Titano!
oh,
Titano the giant monkey.
yeah.
Batman! Guess it's time to improvise. Batman is nothing. Let him die. No, nobody dies today. Batman! Up here. Decided I better not wait for you. If it's really the Martian Manhunter, he's developed some amazing adaptive abilities. That creature had all of Titano's mass, strengths, even his kryptonite eye beam blast. And you haven't fought him in years. It doesn't make any sense. He does this. He's changed again, just like in the Batcave. He could be part of he could be part of a wall or a parked car, or maybe he might be in there. Get these people to safety. I'm going in, right behind you. Everybody back. Find shelter, then stay there. All of a sudden, as he's looking around, what appears to be Parasite.
Oh no.
Superman, incredible. He adapted on the molecular level. Didn't just look like Parasite. He shared his powers. This can't be John. John, for some reason, this thing we're fighting keeps reaching into the past, becoming creatures and adversaries we haven't faced in years, but just as dangerous as ever. Dr. Phosphorus, whoever you are, what do you want? I want to be acknowledged. What? So long was I ignored, abused, then forgotten. Which one of you, damn it? Who was forgotten? Batman, hold your breath. Thanks for the warning. You're welcome. But where's Phosphorus? He's gone. Must have shifted again when the water hit, which means he could be anything, anywhere, or anyone. We have to assume this isn't over yet. We'd better assume it's just beginning. What'd you think about that first issue?
That was great. The artwork was woo. Of course,
Uh,
of course.
I will never deny Ethan is a very talented and amazing artist.
I didn't see Parasite coming though. He's one of my favorites, so that's
Yep.
nice. That's nice.
Yeah. But like I said, he's an incredible artist. It's his personality that's the problem.
You know.
I was witnessing before. I was writing before about disguises, masks, the old two human prediction to hide our true nature. Human being the key word. Now, here's where we get to see Verheiden shows that there's some things about the characters he doesn't understand. Because Martian Manhunter shows up. Now, he was going to be sporting a more alien look by this point.
Yeah, he's got
That's why
more
when
of
we
an
saw him earlier, it clearly wasn't him.
right. He's got the elongated head. Okay.
Yep. John. But as soon as he shows up, and Batman shoots him with fire. I didn't like that. Had to be sure it was you. Explain. I was attacked a few days ago by some shapeshifter, the same one who went berserk in Gotham. It used your identity to blindside me in the Batcave, taking a humanoid form that I've since abandoned, while demonstrating an extreme weakness to fire. Interesting. It almost took my head off. I was hoping for better than that. I'm sure you would. Save the inscrutable act for others and for all the other hero types. You know something, don't you? Damn it, John, talk to me. Then what you should have done instead of attack, and that's what you should have done instead of launching an unprovoked attack. Shoot first and ask question later is supposed to be a wry aside, not a credo. So even if I had my suspicions, do you honestly think I would trust them to a human like you? Yeah, but still, he had a point. That was very un-Batman-like to just attack like that.
Yeah, yeah.
See what I mean? That's Batman would never do that, no matter what.
No, he would have a contingency. He would know what to
Yeah, he
say to
wouldn't just
John.
use it to test him.
Yeah, he would know what to do to get something from him, like without burning him alive. Yeah.
Right, but yeah, now we have John Stewart looking over his ring. Um, I hope it's not an emergency at all, Miss Charles, but I didn't know where else to turn. Basically, something's going on with his ring. I'm running a comparative protocol based on the refractive analysis we already had in house. And I'm just asking, why didn't you give your pals an OA holler? Don't they still carry the warranty on these rocks? You hate to call in the big guns based on a feeling, but when you're walking around carrying enough power to split the earth in half, I figure it's better to be safe than sorry. All of a sudden, something goes wrong with his ring as it seemed to go haywire and it seemed to attack him. The ring, not the
What?
ring. The Manhunter's au revoir left Master Ruth in one of his moods. Some wonder how can he go on sans the emotional support one might derive from a significant other. Excuse me, sir, but you have a message from Mr. Hal Jordan. But the truth is, the Batman has little need for the peace and comfort of some fine domesticity. And meanwhile, Metropolis, Clark, what are you doing? I, Lois, and I think the answer is working. I was going through the wire stories on the Gotham attack. Perry said you were out on assignment. I was, because that's what I do. But seeing you in this place, this pretense, such a waste. Now, notice how weird Lois looks? That's intentional, especially with
Okay.
the box, because, well, let me put it this way. What did they say earlier about the shapeshifter? Older
Yeah.
looks.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
such a waste. You're only here because it makes you feel closer to us. Lois, what's wrong? What happened to you? Don't touch me. Your flesh is but a construct, an illusion. You know it's true. Look deep into your soul. What? Excuse me, but you're standing on my desk. Whoop-oom! Sounds like we found your shapeshifter. Not exactly sure where pulled up this unfortunate interpretation of yours truly, but if there was any truth to it, remind me to derisively mock the guy who used to cut my hair. Ha ha! Lois, get these people out of here. Believe me, this isn't over yet. First me, now the caveman from Krypton. That's another Silver Age thing.
What?
That's from the
What?
old Silver Age, like an old.
I'm I'm sorry. I'm
What,
shocked.
what,
That's great.
what's this thing doing going through our scrapbook? I don't know, but I'm going to need you to start making some of your standard Clark excuses. Brr, Because I've had enough. And if you care, I enjoy being a reporter. So why don't you settle down and give me the who, what, and where? Ugh! Sorry about the surprise intervention, but it looked like you could use a hand. A heads up would have been appreciated, but at least he's contained. That's why I'm here. Batman filled me in on your who's who of supervillain problems. There's a place out west where you could put your bogman on ice. I'd heard the government had been working on an alien containment facility. Not sure I believe in throwing away the key, but we definitely could use a secure holding center. They're still working on out the kinks, but it's operational. If you don't mind being his keeper for a couple of hours, I've got some fence netting to do. No problem. I know the feeling. When you're finished, take a left at Oregon and come on home. You're looking for the base in the desert near Edwards Air Force, aka my old test pilot stomping grounds. Batman, ever hear of being on time? Jordan said you wanted a face to face in this godforsaken place at 4 p.m. sharp. That doesn't make sense. We both know you're more comfortable in the dark. And I didn't ask for any meeting. Green Lantern found me in Metropolis and gave me a hand with our shapeshifter. He gave you a hand? Was all that's happened that didn't set off any bells? And Batman! I'm clear. Jordan, that son of a, he set us up. Ugh. What are you doing? Watching your back. Lantern, talk to me. No guards, no prisoner. Just you. You took on Lantern, but that was years ago. Correct. The creature who could not die. Unlike you, human. Power rings always did pack a heck of a punch. Just takes a little imagination. Why can't you sense it? Why are you fighting it? Sense what? Hell, what's come over you? You protect them. I'm not alone. There are others, and you just and you. If you don't just and join us, no. If you don't join them, humans were always so arrogant, pretending to be strong, dismissing all others. You talk a good show, but deep down, you're a whiner, while your species of inferiors is primed for extermination, beginning with you. Not today. Sorry, thought I might, and you might be in trouble. That'll be the day. Ever figure out what happened with Lantern? He didn't have to. I think I know. Good. You got 5 seconds to explain. It wasn't me. It was the ring. I checked the perimeter, 50 miles in every direction. Someone must have been waiting because the alien prisoners are long gone. The creature used Lantern to freeze them. Offering us was going to be a bonus. Whatever happens, it involves a power capable of corrupting a power ring, as well as the minds that control it. While you were still under the influence, you said something about joining us. Any idea what that means? Not really. But I do remember one thing. When I came at you, it was with everything I had. If you didn't join them, I was going to see you dead. Ah! First do it, now you, Jordan. Seems like I'm always picking up the slack for you humans. But this is the last time, because when you defy the ring, you defy me. Kilowog!
Pill poozers. Yes.
You. So what'd you say about some of the voices I did there?
Dude, I was gonna say I didn't want to interrupt you, but your parasite was selling it to me,
Well,
dude.
that,
I
that was
was
the
like,
creature. That
okay.
was the creature who would not. The creature who would not die.
Dude, that's great. I love it. I'm sorry. That was great.
In those rare moments when I have time to myself, I find myself enraptured by mystery stories. The more convoluted, the better. Interesting, Master Bruce hates them. Superman, being the world's greatest detective, I suppose pursuing fictional criminals is the literary equivalent of a busman's holiday. Kilowog, he's behind you. He's frustrated when he can't even find patterns in events, when the clues are at hand in front of his very eyes, and yet the truth remains maddeningly oblique, making his present situation especially galling. He knows. He was facing mysteries within mysteries, only instead of risking a paper cut to discover the truth, he's risking his life. If you won't hear their call, Superman, then die like the rest. Hear what? Poomp! You must feel it deep inside, beneath what the humans call the conscious mind, and drawing us to our true nature. Remember, no, that was never me. It couldn't have been. No, no, a dying planet, our only sun. Krypton will die, but at least Kal-El will have a chance. You're starting to see, aren't you? When you first came to this world, you were nothing like you are today. No, no, it's not possible. Superman, what's he doing to you? The truth of his alien nature has been inside him all along. All they've done is force him to face it. What truth? Damn it, talk to me. No more questions. I'm tired of the way you look at me, like I don't belong. Sick of the fear in your eyes. What are you talking about? Look at the way you attack Martian Manhunter. All the time he's risked his life for the people of this planet, but even now when you see him, you want to look away. Every time he sees any of us, they're all afraid. Do it and do it. Show him real strength. Strength tempered by truth. Justice. No. Batman, get away now. You're weak, refusing to accept what you've always known. You and I were better than these humans, and those like us won't protect them anymore. If you won't kill the Batman, then I will. And if it won't stop there, I'm not sure what's happening to me, but you're not killing him or anyone. Whatever my problems with Batman, your fights with me. Kilowog attacks Superman. Kilowog attacks Superman. Can't wait to bring that up next time to give the guy gives me a load about military discipline. Where'd they go? Left side of the energy contrail, about 30 seconds out. Kilowog was being compelled by the same force that led you to attack. Mind control or not, I know Kilowog. Taking him for a tour of the Milky Way isn't going to slow him down. Superman led him away to protect us, but the way Superman was acting, I'm not sure Kilowog is the one we should be afraid of. Alfred, bring up the JLA's extraterrestrial security feed. If Clark's out there, I want to fight him. In a moment, Master Wayne. But these attacks are coordinated, part of a plan. If Bruce Wayne had any appointments today, cancel them. If Bruce Wayne ever kept an appointment, it would be a cause for celebration. I took the liberty of clearing your personal calendar earlier, but Alfred, what is it? And what's on that train? And it is the glass. Bourbon, sir. You know I never drink in here. The drink is for me. The message, however, is for you. Passed along by our friend Gordon with the police.
Sorry.
I know, to Batman. It appears you are being summoned. Cheers! By Lex Luthor. If the bat signal doesn't work, try our contacts in the Gotham Police Department. Gordon's pathetically honest, but there must be someone we can bribe. Hard to believe you were actually president. Never underestimate. Now, I chose to point out by 52 and all that, Lex was able to regain his business again by pinning it all on Alexander Luthor.
Okay.
Yep. You never underestimate the innate intelligence of the American electorate, and it's customary to knock. Your message said you knew something about these recent attacks. So talk. Save the pseudo hard-boiled jargon for someone who cares. We both know you wouldn't even be here unless my message had connected to some level. Truth is, I have little use for you, Superman, or any of the costume freaks that parade around the planet. But the nature of the threat facing us overpowers my revulsion. Assuming I have your attention, there's something you should see. It doesn't get flagged in LuxCorp's annual report, but my company invests heavily in astronomical studies. Human beings have a wary tendency to focus on problems at home. War, pestilence, our failing environment. But if you were able to ask the dinosaurs where the real danger lies, they would point to the stars. Their Armageddon arrived in the form of an asteroid careening into Earth. This new threat may be even less forgiving. Get to the point, Luthor. All right, you see this celestial mass? It wasn't there 3 weeks ago. It's the size of a small planet, moves on an independent trajectory, and is coming our way. You think there's some connection between your discovering these attacks? Not just connected. Don't know if Luthor found some littering men or Star Wars the missing years, but trust me, they're responsible for all the hubbub. I've asked Mr. O'Brien to join us. His criminal skills may prove useful. I'm assuming you two know each other from one of your leagues or societies. We've met. I know it sounds crazy, but I've been through Laser's data. The bundle of celestial joy has been sending some seriously nasty talking points our way. Stop doing that. Corrupted power rings, the release of the alien prisoners, Superman's sudden panic attack. Don't tell me that's business as usual. It's not. Neither is Lex Luthor giving a damn about anyone but himself. Point taken, and you're quite correct. Self-preservation is a powerful incentive. So what do you want from me? I have reason to believe Superman possesses a precursor of this alien species. Once secured, it could help us understand the nature of the threat that's approaching. And now, while he's otherwise occupied, would be a good time to claim it. Alien invaders! Wow, I think I dropped $1,000 in quarters on that game back in the late '80s. Hey, Lex wasn't such a bad guy considering his rep. He'd killed us in an instant if he thought it would gain him an advantage. I don't trust him any more than I do you. Bullshit! Bullshit! These two worked
Damn.
together in Grant Morrison's JLA. He trusted Eel with his identity. See, Verheiden does not get Batman. He's writing a Batman that doesn't line up.
What is going on? Like, I don't know. Okay.
Trust me. You see, this was led to the problems. There was a lot of rewriting going on.
I'm so confused.
Clearly, they started the idea without knowing where it was going as they wrote each issue.
Okay, that.
But they're at the fortress. Oh, hi. But yeah, basically, Eel had a son. Of course, Batman would know that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But yeah, we're then seeing Superman still fighting against Kilowog. And, well, Batman and Plastic Man make their way there. But then Starfire joins in because, well, again, she's being controlled.
Okay.
But yeah, so Batman's going to distract Starfire while Plastic Man makes his way in. And then, boom! The Black Rock, which was something Verheiden used in his Superman run.
Damn.
And it's taken over Plastic Man.
Dude.
But yeah, now it looks like Superman's been taken over by whatever's controlling them. Now this would be Ethan's last issue. Oh. Okay, we'll come back. Okay. We'll save this one for the next one because it's going right to the annual, so give me a moment. We don't need this annual yet.
Okay. Oh, dude, this storyline just has me lost. Like, I want to see how it ends just to see what the hell is going on. I have my theories, but, you know.
No, trust me, it just goes off the rails, and Batman does even more un-Batman-like stuff. They've spoken to you. You finally understand. Yes. Basically, they try to convince him that he actually never looked human. He looked like a monster. Now, this is Matthew Clark doing artwork. But yeah, whoever it was has convinced him, you never looked human. You looked like a monster, and then you took over a human form, and then wiped away the ship wiped the Kent's memories.
Okay.
Which is bullshit, but that's what these things are making him think is the truth.
Oh, okay.
It's not the truth, but he's convinced. They've convinced Superman it is.
I guess they're trying to take you along for the ride. So okay.
Yeah. Of course, now Starfire's gone and Plastic Man takes off. So it turns out it wasn't really Starfire. You want to know who it was? Who's the shapeshifter?
Yes.
Zook, the Martian Manhunter's old sidekick from the Silver Age. Stay away from me. Don't need help from you. I don't understand. You disappeared. No one's seen you in years. True. Zook, go away. Because of you, Batman. And Zook, help. Zook, protect too. Manhunter, for God's sake, keep him quiet. I just wanted to be a hero, to be like you. I remember. I get tired of human insults, so I leave, content to forget until I hear call. This call, it's the same thing that's caused Lantern's ring to malfunction, then got to Superman. What is it? A bell, tolling for the end of the human race. Sean, then you knew about this. Zook was the first to hear it. As the call intensifies, others will follow. It begins with doubt, uncertainty. Then the mind opens with unparalleled clarity. Until I finally understood, I followed you, knowing Zook would be close behind. This alien forces, whatever it is, it's taken you too. You are the world's greatest detective. Knew you would try to stop them, warn other humans. Why I came for you first, taking form of your enemies. Then came for Superman when he tried to protect you. You took the forms you remember. Phosphorus, Titano, the villains of your time. But it's all out in the open now. So why don't you finish this? You'd like that. It would spare you the indignity of watching mankind subjugated by their superiors. But I'd rather watch you flail against the coming Armageddon. Most of your precious human race will die in ignorance, never even knowing why. You'll die knowing you weren't able to stop it. Alfred shows up, picks them up as they fly on back, and we then see Plastic Man is still corrupted, ready to attack Lex, But Lex had some people attack him and knock him out and take the Black Rock. I had a chance to study the rock a few months ago. It's not actually stone, you know. We're talking about a parasitical alien organism, like a giant external tapeworm. And as with all living things, survival is everything. It will do whatever it can to protect you from the energy field. But if the host subject proves unworthy, the Black Rock will eventually retreat to save itself. And it will be mine. Ugh. I intend to deal with this alien scourge from a position of strength. And if you are anything, Mr. O'Brien, it is weak. I've got a lunch with my board of directors. Something about a stock split. Call me when the screaming stops, Dr. Angstrom. And we're seeing um the multi human. Another obscure character. He's flying around. He has all these powers attacking. So the reports were true. It's Ultra in all its Shizno multi-alien glory. What the hell does? And don't know what the hell this guy wants. But let's say if he's 100% bulletproof. Let's see if he's 100% bulletproof. We must prepare this world for their coming. Throw the humans into panic. No, no. Supergirl, what do you want from us? I like her. She's cute. She attacked us. Kittens are cute. I'm not a kitten, and I didn't attack you. I saved your sorry butts, whatever. Your files at the fortress don't do you justice. I take it you heard it. The call. So she's been taken too already.
Jesus.
Oh boy, but now we're seeing Mom Pa there. Clark's outside. And he's just eyeing them. Ugh. Plastic Man is constantly flailing still, but then Batman shows up. How did you get in? The guards were easy. I was motivated. They weren't. And I'm warning you, Luthor, if Plastic Man dies, the others want Luthor alive. They can use him for a while. And you think you could take him from me? Ultra's here to protect Luthor. I've been sent for you. Supergirl, whatever's controlling you, whatever you're sensing, you can fight it. Of course I can. The question is, why would I? Because this is your world now, for your and for you and for your cousin. It's not my world my world, not anymore. The Kents, Lois, you, all distractions. I've heard the call, human. Now die. I can see
Jeez.
it. You see what I meant? You see why Ethan left?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah.
But now here's when
Didn't.
it really gets dumb. So many times Batman has found himself against fighting impossible odds, and yet he somehow endures. As much as Master Wayne would hate to say it, he's at his best when cornered. Faced with the possibility of death, most of us descend in the throes of panic. Beg, and I might let you live. And basically stops him, and we find out later Joker had a nuke, which will come into play later. I'm not
Okay.
surprised that Zook. I'm not surprised that Zook could be co-opted by the alien forces. But Supergirl, they've only shown me what I've always known, that I'm not welcomed on this world. That's not true. It never was. They poisoned you with their hate, and I'm sorry because I never thought I'd be forced to use this again. Kryptonite. Batman's already delaying the inevitable. Plastic Man, are you all right? I don't know. Define all right. First, this hunk of alien obsidian goes tapeworm on me. Then Luthor puts me through 5,000 rinse cycles to get it loose and to loosen its grip. Luthor wanted it for himself all along. The Black Rock somehow connected to this invasion force approaching Earth. More than connected, I came up with some pretty strange thoughts. But when the Rock was on board, whoa, we need to get you away from here now. So yeah, oh yeah,
Might be
when they
kind of
say
scary, that
they have
guy.
Superman, Supergirl, I just remembered this appointment. So yeah, he uses heat vision on some lead to cover up the kryptonite. He then comes in like Batman. Knew you'd get past the kryptonite soon enough, so I took a precaution. What the fuck?
What is
The
going
Black Rock is
on?
an alien life form. You must sense the beings in space. Know what's coming. Know it and embrace it. Just like you. I reject this world and my place in it. So in other words, the Rock. He took the Rock, and now he's going to. But now he's been taken in by the Voice. I'm going to
Okay.
tear it apart, beginning with this facade I've created. The facade I've created in Gotham. No, stay away. Can't trust you. Can't trust anyone. What? Conflicting thoughts. Noise on noise. Nails on the chalkboard. I was sent to Earth for a reason, but not for this. Not for this! So basically, Batman took the rock so he can use it to try and survive, but it took over him.
Yeah.
Superman, Clark, it's okay, we can talk. I'm alone. How did you know I was here? Saw a blue streak in the sky. Felt the windows rattle. Not exactly like hearing a car in the driveway, but it means something. You've come home. No. It's all been a sham. The Kents, you, me, I've been pretending I belong in this world. Clark, my God, what's happened to you? They've shown me the truth. The fear in your eyes only confirms it. Wait, that's all? Our life together, the promises we made? A few words, a look, and it's over? There's nothing left to be said, except it wasn't fear you saw. It was concern, because the Clark I know would never turn away from me. From us. No, you're wrong. Clark Kent is a fiction, a pathetic attempt to fit in. Then why did you bother to come back? To say goodbye? Or because you know these feelings are all wrong? If you had any idea what I was and what I was when I first landed, an alien, a monster. You were a child, saved from a dying planet, and you're different, but not like you think. The people born to this world have a tendency to take it for granted, but not you. Never you. Not me. You're right. The verse took me in. What? That was way too quick!
So she just broke him. Well, I guess it's Lois. It's Lois.
Yep. And so he's going to head back, and Lobo showed up. Lobo, am I going to have a problem with you too? If you're asking if those alien bastages managed to hoodoo my brain pan, the answer is negatory. They gave it a shot, but apparently they didn't like what they found. Imagine that. If you're not with them, we could use you. I don't do benevolent. Besides, I got a feeling your close encounters, friend, are going to peel this planet like a banana. I wish you luck, but that wouldn't mean I care. Adios, got places to go, people to kill. Thank goodness for small favors. At least I don't have to deal with him. I think Lobo was only put in here just to get him out of the way to say, yep, they didn't. They tried it, didn't work. He's gone.
What is that? Are you hearing that?
What?
It sounds
You're
like
what?
there's another video playing.
No, that's your echo, or that's my echo on your end.
No, I mean I'm hearing like fighting sounds and stuff.
I'm not hearing anything.
Okay,
Must
hold
be
on.
somewhere else near on your end,
Maybe.
because I'm not hearing anything. But anyway, we're seeing all the other aliens, and then we're seeing and Batman heads down there as Bruce actually attacked Alfred, being taken control or taken over, leading to them fighting it off now, and leading to a big fight again. Another they forcing these two to fight. And then a bunch of rocks and other black rocks are rained down. Jimmy picks one up, and now he's taking over. To be concluded.
Wow.
Now we're going to have another artist change for the last issue. This is Joe Bennett. And basically now all these rocks are raining down, now taking over the humans. We're seeing Batman still fighting against Superman, trying to stop him. And, well, okay, the artwork still looks good, though, but still different. So it's basically trying to force Batman. It's trying to force it by saying the Black Rock will release you if it believes it's in danger. So he causes a big blast, which does cause it to abandon Batman, or almost abandon him. And basically, it keeps on fighting it until pounding him until eventually the Black Rock gives out. We're now seeing then Jimmy taunting Lex, and turns out Lex was working with them, but they're betraying him. And it turns out who is really behind it all? Despero! Using these other aliens who are very xenophobic. So they're the ones responsible.
I never would have guessed that. Okay.
Yep, and it turns out when the Joker used the nuke, they're gonna use the nuke to threaten these aliens. Batman would never do that.
No. No.
Never.
What is happening?
I don't know, but yeah, they're flying in. They're fighting off against the alien. Superman's fighting them off. Batman gets on board. Jimmy possessed attacks him. They're trying to figure everything out. You could probably notice that's why I'm skimming through everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, again, it started off strong, but I was just falling apart to madness. But yeah, basically, Superman just remembers everything about his family and all of his friends. And basically, they were using this. Okay, this part I do find a little interesting. The aliens were thinking humans are bastards because they were just reading from Despero's experience and Luthor's example.
Which are bad examples.
Exactly. But once they learned from Superman, they realized we were being manipulated.
Okay. Wow.
Um, But yeah, but basically now they're very conflicted. It's like this. The rest of you, I want you to hear this. These people of Earth welcomed me, offered me a home. Had you come in peace, I have no doubt they would have done the same for you. They're not listening. If we don't stop them now, they're listening in their own way. But they're conflicted. If they can see into my mind, they can also see into yours. Despero told them that the human race wasn't worth preserving. Luthor confirmed it. Now it's up to you. They know your intentions. They're waiting to see if you act on them. You're asking me to make a hell of a leap of faith to believe they're capable of changes. And maybe you've been fighting in the dark so long you forgot to give me light. They were misled. Give them a chance to make this right. You mean trust them like I trust you? If you're wrong, God help us. John! Batman, it's all right. They released us. Yeah, all of us. Yeah, and then now Bruce is now happy and all the time because they had to put this force in this story arc, characterization, and all that. And it ends with Earth's two greatest heroes coming to terms with a friendship they had never truly lost. It ends for once with hope. What the fuck was up with that arc?
I don't know. That was utter chaos. I mean, it was fun, but it was utter chaos. And you're absolutely right. It tapered off at the end there and just sort of lost traction. Like,
Big time. Now there are 3 more issues that Verheiden worked on that we'll also go over just so we can fit this all into one video.
okay.
Well, actually, let me just double check just to make sure.
Oh, you're fine. Actually, while you're doing that,
You're gonna find out what that noise is?
I figured it out. I forgot that I didn't close YouTube when Elon's stream was going off. And I had the volume turned down, so when it ended, it went on to some God of War video. So I was hearing literally people fighting.
Okay, got it. It's just these 3 more issues that make up a Batman, Superman, Metal Men team up. But the continuity in this is wonky.
Okay, great.
Now this is Pat Lee's artwork. You remember him from the 7th issue with Superman and Superboy and Robin.
Yeah. The
Same
tribute
art.
issue.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Doc, it's Helen. I brought you some dinner, Ann. Oh, hi, Led. So, how you been? Right. It's okay. I know the way. Hello, Helen. I'm fine, thank you. Doc's upstairs. Basically, in other words, there was a delay on Led. Hi. She helps with oh jeez, what's his last name? Doc Magnus.
Oh, okay.
The creator of the Metal Men. And basically they're working on stuff, and yeah, there they all are. Although Gold is just ahead because they don't have enough gold to make him. Now by this point, Morrison had convinced them to make a new Metal Man, and that's Copper, another female, and Platinum is going by Platina.
Okay.
But yeah, basically they've been asked for a mission. Meanwhile, you're seeing at Wayne Tech, Metallo shows up, although in this case his body is acting up big time.
Oh,
It's like it's decaying. But yeah, he's basically he's trying to find something that's called skin tech to help out with his body. You've killed people tonight, stole fathers away from their children. Whatever you want, you'll have to come through me to get it. Please try. I don't have time for this. Kill him. And, they start shooting at him, but of course they feel a bit cocky. He starts fighting them, and wait, what? Oh, knocks him through the glass. Where the hell is it? So you're just thieves. That makes you all. It is all the more, even more pathetic. Pathetic, maybe, perhaps. But there was a time. You know what? I'm not interested. We're just lucky you were close by. This could have been a lot worse. Maybe, but it's hard to see. Yeah, unfortunately that guy got killed. Kevin Faha, David Thompson, Bradley Whitley. These men worked for me. Basically, he's at the funeral, but the wife of one of them came up and punched him. I'm
Hmm.
sorry, all your billions, and that's all you can say, Mrs. And Fahe. Please, we understand how you don't understand a thing. My husband was worried something like this might happen. God only knows what you people were building in there. But whatever it was, I'm sure it was better protected than my husband. Ooh.
Damn.
Bruce, listen to me. Much as I sympathize, the Faye woman was wrong. Our security is state of the art. And state of the art isn't good enough. Those men are still dead. Our plant was compromised by a bunch of thugs with guns. Even if some hard case was actual imagine if some hard case with actual superpowers decided to pay a visit. For the safety of our people, it's time we started lurking outside the box. Uh, and since most of your suspects wound up in the hospital ward, one of our doctors spotted it on a routine x-ray. But short of opening his chest and having a look, don't bother, Commissioner. I got your message and came as soon as I... Superman! Ugh. My old friend, come die with me. Metallo, pull him away. This shell may be rotting, but the hate inside will never die. Superman, I'm sorry. We should have held him back. At least that's this way we're sure. Metallo's kryptonite heart was transplanted into a human body over a year ago. He's clearly deteriorating. Desperate. No kidding. Guy's so ripe you can smell him from 50 feet away. Now, basically, this is playing off of what Hero had done in that seventh issue.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I remember.
Not exactly a recruiting poster for a crew of thieves, meaning I doubt Metallo engineered all this solo. And since he didn't get whatever he came for, this may not be over yet. Miss Garnon, wakey wakey. Sometimes I get this feeling he'd been born without the romance gene, or maybe just wasn't interested in me. Must be getting serious. Doc threw a blanket on you this time. Don't start. An option Platina like to suggest at every opportunity. I never understood why a man like Doc installed such a libidinous personality in one of his creations. Helen, were you here all night? Yeah, thanks for noticing. What's going on? Basically, they're playing up Doc like, as if he is like Reed Richards, so easily distracted.
Gotcha.
But basically, they're treating it like this is going to be the first appearance of the Metal Men, which makes zero sense.
Okay.
He's basically saying it's time to take us public. Doc, what are you doing? If this is about paying the rent, I'll sign up for a few more credit cards. Helen, it's not your problem. Please let go of my tie. I say the word, and I'll teach my rhymes with witch some manners. Move that fist before I blow towards you into a window display of ugly earrings. Ladies, please. Platna, go over there with the others. See what she just did? That's exactly why this is a bad idea. You take them out now, and one of them loses control, your entire project goes up in smoke. One of them goes off. Believe me, Helen, I understand the risk. All right, maybe I can't talk you out of this, but at least tell me where you're going. Let me help. I I can't. The less you know about the assignment, the better. Wait a minute. You're not doing something illegal. I'm sorry, but I can't talk about it. It's okay, Helen. We'll be fine. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. So yeah, they're figuring that basically they're going to try and prove they can protect by Wayne Tech by sneaking in.
I think
So they're
I
trying to
can
figure out a way to get in,
understand.
but then Copper says, actually, as much as Iron and Lead would enjoy the ensuing fireworks, I think we should start with a natural diversion. Platina? Excuse me, I'm Miss Steele. I'm having an appointment with Mr. Right, let me check the computer. Of course, safety first. Yeah, this is the front gate. I have a Miss Steele to see a Mr. What was his name again? Ah, what are you doing? Letting you borrow one of the most expensive pair of handcuffs ever created. Don't worry, baby. I'll be back for them. I'm in. Okay, move out. A please would be nice. Basically, they're making their way and they're attacking again to make a point that what they can do. So yeah, they're finding their way in, putting up a fight against the guards, using Mercury to force his way in there, and eventually, wait, who the hell are you? My name's Doctor Madness. My metal men have successfully entered your facility, entered the central vault. Don't worry, your people are all safe. Yeah, you're a real hero. Now what? I'm sort of new at this, but I believe it's time to negotiate. See what I mean?
Yeah,
And yet later on, it's made very clear to the set post 1 year later and all that, which makes even less sense. Especially since during 52, Magnus was utilized heavily in that.
yeah. I'm so lost. Like,
Verheiden just had so much issues with all of this. Now, by this time, he was off it and Guggenheim was writing it, and that's when some of the continuity gets a little bit better. What's going on here,
okay,
Magnus?
okay.
I told you we're negotiating. Yes. Is that why you rebuilt your creatures to turn them into thugs? Hey, we prefer to be called robot Americans. So see, they're already acknowledging rebuilding them. Guggenheim's trying to fix it.
I see. I see.
But the term of choice is a metal man. We're negotiating with Mr. Fox to take over the security of this facility. Wait, you mean this was some kind of this audition? A field exercise, I believe Mr. Fox called it. On whose authority? On whose authority do you risk? On whose authority do you risk and the lives of my employees? Lucius, you had to have known I never would have gone for this. Perhaps explaining why I didn't bring you into the loop on this one, Bruce. But the fact remains, some very dangerous items are stored in this facility. Rent-a-cops and hiring GPD officers aren't enough. When security is threatened by superpowers, a superpower security team is what's warranted. I don't have a problem with hiring powers, or whatever these middlemen are. It's your interview process I have an issue with. All affected personnel were briefed. This was a drill. I had EMTs on standby in case anyone got hurt by accident. No one was in danger. It doesn't happen very often. In fact, it's been so long that I forget what it feels like to feel foolish. I want to meet them, the middlemen and their boss, their inventor, actually, William Magnus, PhD. He's an excellent intellect on par with Lex Luthor. Not sure I care for the analogy, but I should meet this Magnus. All right, I'm going to ask you again. Go ahead. I've got no problem telling you to go to hell again. Two reasons for that, if you're curious. The first is I like saying it. The second is your threats and have a bit more bite to them if you could get close enough to lay a finger on me. That is without dying of kryptonite poisoning. I don't need to lay a finger on you, Metallo. Doom! What was that you want to know again? Okay, that was fitting for Superman given how it's Metallo.
That's he just
What was in
caved.
Wayne Tech's facility? What were you so desperate to steal? Well, that's the best part of it, Stoops. I have no earthly idea. I'd say I was out of my mind. We both know that's already the case. Maybe, so I got no explanation for you. I barely remember any of it. I guess you gotta ask yourself, if a guy can walk around with a kryptonite heart, is it so hard to imagine someone with the ability to control people's minds? As he scans it, and he soon finds out, yeah, cybernetic. Something's not right. It was him. So Bruce needs to talk to them. We're seeing Bruce meeting up with the metal men. So in this case, Magnus called them. They're like his children. Gold. Unfortunately, he's not completed yet, as his materials is hard to come by. Pleased to meet your acquaintance, Mercury. Nice suit, Wayne. Off the racks. He's a mercurial only metal that can become liquid at room temperature. This is lead. 10. Sorry about the break last night. Platina. Hi. And last but certainly not least, my newest metal man, Copper. The security in your facility resembles Imaltaber. That's Swiss cheese. I'm quite proud of her. Unfortunately, she would be dropped and not long after the 8-issue miniseries that came after this. So, Mr. Wayne, what are your thoughts? Impressive. Thank you. The security personnel not only provide peace of mind concerning external threats, they should have a calming influence, or internally as well. Great. Maybe I'll hum some lullaby while on patrol. The personality issues aside, Your creatures are unnerving. Unnerving? My point exactly. As human as they may appear, as human as they may sound, your metal men don't perspire. They don't breathe. They don't even they don't twitch. They don't blink. My people would find it as unnerving as working with the dead. I know a little something about fear, Doctor. Believe me when I tell you this won't turn out well. But Mr. Fox said the company's not called Foxtex, is it? No, no, it's not. But give us a chance to prove you wrong. I know you're not a man accustomed to being wrong, but you look like one accustomed to giving people a chance. Maybe if these people might be, even if these people might be artificial, 1 week, then we reassess. Jerk. No argument there. I thought he was cute. Did you say a week? But a jerk. Still, he had a point. No, 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 he didn't. Yes, he did. We're not normal. Even in a world of Superman and Wonder Woman and aliens, we scare people. Doc, the world wasn't ready for Copernicus or Galileo, Tin. It's always been slow to embrace the new. But we should prepare ourselves for it to be particularly slow for us. Again! It's going back and forth still with is this their first out rodeo or not?
All right. Yeah, they were like, we're ready, and then now they're not ready, and then
Yep. Although I do like this. He shows up what's going on with Metallo, and he's like, it would be more helpful if I could be a direct examination. Wham! Wham! Why do you always have to bring them here? You have another cave I don't know about? What about your fortress for a change? You hate the dog. Okay, that was cute. So they're scanning through him and finding out it's some computer virus, and it's Brainiac.
I knew it.
Brainiac is controlling him, and now they're trying to go and find him. And die and leave. Get out, Brainiac. Die, Kryptonian. Not today. No, don't. You cannot hit what you cannot touch. I've been looking forward to this, and my patience has paid off and double. Ugh. So, okay, this is a weird Brainiac.
A little bit.
And the machine is taking over Batman's suit. And yeah, so they fly out, grab him out there, and now we're trying to see the people interact with the new security guards. But now he's being taken over. Brainiac is taking over all of them.
No.
Yep, and they're fighting their way in to get. Now they're able to get in to what Brainiac wanted Metallo to get. Fine, bring it on. Oh dear. All right. Hey, now we've got what we came for. Notice no stuttering on 10.
Right.
Oh, but turns out what's in there? A OMAC prototype. You remember the OMAC,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. Okay.
So wait, but Bruce didn't know about the OMACs when Brother Eye did it. Oh, and you're going to love the reason why Batman still has it.
I bet I am. I'm wondering where they're going to go with this since we've got not
The last
Batman
issue.
going on.
Oh, look at this. OMAC. Operation Metalman Army Corps. Okay, that's cute.
That's kind of cool.
Nick, you said the metalman could commit assault and would have commit assault and battery on Royan Tech employees and steal dangerous technology at. Oh, sorry. I told you. I told you. Yes, you did. I warned you. True. I said this would happen. You said the metalman would commit assault and battery on Wayne Tech employees and steal dangerous technology valued at over $15 billion. I don't believe I put it that fine a point, but I seem to recall telling you that these metal men of yours are new models, prototypes which haven't been field tested. Yes, you mentioned that. You mentioned it 5 minutes ago, and every 5 minutes for the past 5 hours. I'd like to point out when I'm right. You're doing a magnificent job. But yeah, soon but yeah, they're heading our way over there. And again, it feels like Guggenheim's trying to fix everything. But yeah, so some of the guards are also dead. They're trying to figure out what's going on. Something is up there. Oh, and Gold's gone more for his body. Like
Okay, yeah.
you didn't. Please tell me you didn't kill those people. No, Doctor. I took care of that task myself. What the? Not what, Dr. Magnus. Who? Or more specifically, Brainiac. Why? Why, Bruce? Just answer me that. Uh, After what happened with Brother Eye? Again, so this is clearly set after Infinite Crisis!
Mm-hmm.
Like, how could you? Olmec technology is as dangerous as it's corruptible. Didn't you learn that already? Didn't you? And didn't you? What were you thinking holding on to it? Is that really the angle you're taking for your article? Bruce Wayne is shot by a mugger, and you focus it's on Olmec technology. Don't parry with me, Bruce. I'm not. Then give me a straight answer. Why not destroy the Olmec prototype? Why hold on to it? Why do I keep a giant penny in the cave? That Olmec prototype isn't a souvenir. No, Clark, you're missing the point of the question. Why do I keep that old penny, that giant penny, or old costumes, models of the Batmobile? Orphans are collectors, Clark. Losing so much makes it that much harder to give things up. I expected better than psychobabble. I deserve it. Just tell me one thing. The Olmecs were cyborgs, people infected with a virus. Just tell me there isn't a person you were keeping in that vault. There wasn't. The initial prototype was 100% cybernetic, and that's what was stolen from the dumbest reason ever. He's a collector.
That is, yep.
Not that though. The giant penny was from one of its cases.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Bruce, we have another prop. I'll wait until you're done here. It's all right, Lucius. We have nothing to hide from the press. Besides, Mr. Kent is a friend, at least on occasion. Well, it appears we have another problem. Doc Magnus has gone missing. Bruce, I'm sorry. It looks like this was Magnus's endgame from the start. Unless he's in trouble, maybe even at the mercy of his own creations. Either way, we need to locate him in the Metal Man. Lucius, R&D, the prototype for something called DX53B. I need you to get it and give it to Mr. Kent here. Excuse me? Mr. Kent agreed to apply his investigative skills to our problem. I don't have the time to debate this, Lucius. You're the boss, Bruce, and don't worry about Magnus. You made the right call. End of the day, the mistake here is mine. You can give me and Mr. Kent the room for a minute. I'm assuming the DX53B does what I think it does. Whatever my faults may be, Clark, I'm not an idiot. The Olmec prototype was secure in a sub-basement behind 2 armed guards and 3 feet of reinforced steel. Of course, I devised a means to track it. So he's following it, and sure enough, now on. If this is about finding a stable body for you to inhabit, I can build one for you, a better one that will last 1,000,000 years. Do I look as if I require a new vessel, Doctor? Even if I did, any one of your metal men would more than suffice. Then why force my metal men to steal the OMAC technology? Do not assume I had to do much to turn them, Doctor. When humanity rejects you, there is but one alternative to turn to. As for my reasons, world domination is far easier to achieve once the world's inhabitants are rendered mindless. The OMAC virus. You want to turn everyone into an OMAC so you can control them. I may be a machine at heart, but it does not mean I cannot appreciate the irony of using technology originally appropriated from my predecessor. However, my version of the virus is untested on a human subject. So they use it on Helen!
Sorry.
The Prius. That was a Prius, by the way! The Prius gets their attention and helps to even up the odds a bit. 4 down, 3 more to. Oh no. Boom! So yeah, now Batman's trying to get out of there to try and fix up the mess. And they're being fought by the Metal Men, of course. And
I
oh
see.
boy, Helen's been converted.
Still being controlled by Brainiac, I assume.
Yep. Yep. This is bad. It's extremely bad, Batman. Superman, I know. How did you know he'd be here? You're not the only one who can track your creations, Doctor. Now, what I need for you to do is use this OMEC data to come up with a way to shut Brainiac down. But Helen, focus, Magnus. Brainiac is the threat. We'll do what we can for Helen after. And what are you going to do? Help my friend. So yeah, a bunch of fighting. Back off. And Doc told me Brainiac's programming wasn't that strong. Fight it. You want to be part of the world? You want acceptance? Prove it. And they start to actually regain control. Well,
Hmm.
10 is the first one. Okay,
It's
I will
better.
admit, that is impressive that 10 is the first one. He's right. We can shake it up if we want to. Asshole. Let me translate for my little friend here. We quit. Yeah, yeah. What he said. Ladies, payback's a perp, and so am I. Language, dear. Idiots. You are idiots. Did you really think I would ally myself with anyone who could threaten me? No, Brainiac. You're too smart for that. But then again, I've been known to possess some intelligence as well. What do you think you're doing, Magnus? Saving Helen, because it's the only way to save us. The only way I can think to defeat Brainiac is to give Helen the clarity to do it. Ah! To fight fire with fire. I'm impressed by Magnus's work, and I'm not easily impressed. But the Metal Men attack with the kind of fury you wouldn't expect from artificial intelligence. Dangerous. That's the only word for what Magnus has unleashed on the world here. If they can defeat Brainiac, it makes you wonder what would happen if their corruption ever became more permanent. Take him down and well done. You talking to us or about him? Is he gone? Dead? Actually, Tin, when it comes to sentient artificial intelligence, the concept of death is somewhat more complex. He might be gone. Then again, Brainiac's Huntress is non-corporeal, and it's just as possible he chose this location for a reason. That being to surround himself with a means to escape. That's all that's done. So he's heat bitching the prototype away, and even saying, "On, are you sure this is the last of it?" Yes. There's no one. There's not another up in the cave anywhere somewhere. No. Nothing you've got stashed away in your utility belt. Funny. It's the right thing to do. Then why'd you do it yourself? Why didn't you do it months ago? I thought I explained that. The giant penny. Why won't you tell me the truth? Because you of all people don't want to hear it. If there's anything I'm good at, really good at, it's making people and it's knowing what makes people afraid. And the thought that a hero, any hero, be it a Batman or a Metal Man or a Superman, could be corrupted, could go over to the other side. Not unlike the way Manus' creations jets did, I might add. That possibility terrifies you. So you don't think about it. And because you don't think about it, you can't acknowledge that the OMAC technology, and dangerous as it may be, is necessary. It's necessary because its adaptive capabilities make it perhaps the world's best hope in the event of a metahuman uprising. Then why did you let me destroy it? Honestly, Clark, after all these years, have you ever known me to have only one contingency plan? Dumb!
Tell me that leads into Doom.
Nope.
Okay, well then that makes no sense.
Verheiden's run started off so strong and it just.
I mean, I can see why. Homeboy quit, man. I can see. That was utter chaos, Robert.
I know. But seriously, that's probably the worst than anything that Loeb had done.
Yeah, if you're waiting for that, what are you going to rate that one? I don't know. That one's not going to get a very good
Yeah,
rating.
but I assure you, next one's going to be better, and we'll start with the annual first when we do
Cool,
it next
cool.
time.
But I mean, man, the way you deliver it does add some flavor to it, so you do
And
make
that's
it
why that's
fun.
why I do it for stuff that I know is going to be bad. But the next one is going to be an interesting one, and it actually plays off of some of the stuff from Loeb's run.
Okay,
But until
I'm down.
then, we'll see you all on the next one.
Bye,
Take
guys.
care.